What's up, East Harlem scholars? It's Jay De La Vega again, and I am super excited to draw with you today. I'm going to show you how I transform myself into Sabrina the Teenage Witch. You can create your own character. Hope you have one in mind and maybe one or two reference photos, but if not, just follow along and draw me. Okay? Cool. So right now we're just going to go over the tools you need to draw this. Obviously you need some paper, pencil, eraser, pen, a ruler, a straight edge, and a cup to make your circles. So first we're just going to take our cup and draw around it because I can't draw circles to save my life, so it's just easier this way. Take your ruler from top to bottom. We're going to cut it straight down the center. And then from left to right in the center, we're going to draw across it again. About 1/4 of an inch from the edge of your circle, you're going to make a short line. And then you're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. This is reference point for your jaw. And then about 1 inch down from the bottom of the circle, we're going to make a line. And that's going to be your chin. So you want to start by just making a little swoop. If you're drawing yourself, just think about what kind of jawline and chin you have. Do you have a boxy jawline? Do you have a softer heart shape jawline? Whatever it is, that's the kind of swoop you want to make. So now I am drawing in my ears, which is just a C shape. I love big ears. You don't have to draw your ears big, but I love the look of big ears. So I like to make sure that they're extra cute. Now from one ear to another, I'm just making a slight swoop from the top of one ear to the other. This is going to be my reference point for my eyes. That's my reference point for my nose. And I'm just drawing a little smirk in for the mouth. We're not going to get it too detailed today. So for our eyes, I am making an upside down U shape with the point closest to our nose being slightly inward. You can make circles if you like, if you want something a little simpler. And for my nose is kind of button shape, a little bit wider. So I am drawing that in. When you're drawing characters that are supposed to look like yourself or with people, I really try to emphasize the shape of the nose and the shape of the eyebrows, because those are the things that people automatically take notice of, and those will be the things that people will see and go, oh yeah, that does look like you. So right now I'm drawing the hairline in. I made a point at the top of the head and just making a curve from that point all the way to my ear. Making another circle inside my eye. And I am making a smaller circle inside that. I don't know what it's called. It's the little flash from the camera when it comes back to your eye. Now I'm drawing the neck, just 2 lines evenly spaced on our center line. I am drawing a headband. When you're drawing characters that are supposed to be you based on other characters, what you want to do is pick some of the most distinct things about that character to include within your photo. So if they're wearing a uniform, or in Sabrina's case, she has the blonde hair and the headband and her cat, those are the things that I am going to include in this picture. So people get the reference, but they still see you and your way of doing things. Right now I am drawing in my hairline. I have curly hair, so obviously it's not going to sit flat when it's pulled back. You can go ahead and fix it and carve out some details if you want at this point before you move on to the cat. But our cat is just sitting on top of my head, and I made an almost water drop shape, and I split that shape in half so I'd have reference point to my eyes and my nose on the cat. And I'm just making lemon shape for his eyes, and it's going to be a little triangle for his nose and long ovals for his pupils. For his ears, again, I love big ears, so we're just going to do big triangles for the top of his head. I'm going to draw lines inside the triangle from the top point and getting wide at the bottom to make it look like we can see the inside of his ears. Right now I'm just shaping out some details. His fur, he's a little, unkempt. He does his own thing. And I'm putting whiskers on him. And then I am drawing the collar of Sabrina's dress. She always wears like a white collar with a red or a black dress. So I am doing that right now. It looks like lace. So I'm just making the bottom of our collar just a little bit wiggly so you get the idea of lace. You don't have to go in and draw every detail of the lace. And so now I am drawing my shoulders completely crooked and creating the poofs on Sabrina's dress. Going back in, fixing details. Creating the indents for our shoulders. And then I'm going back and I'm fixing the details of her hair because, I just didn't have enough movement. I wasn't too sure about the shape. So I tried to make it look like a little bit better. Put some indents in there so it looks like the hair is curly and has big poofy movement. So like I said before, one of the most important things when drawing a character that's supposed to look like you or someone else is, for me anyway, is get the eyebrows right and get the nose right, and everything else will fall into place. If they have any distinct features, if they have a gap tooth, if they have ears that are maybe detached from the jawline, those kind of things too, they help. So if you really look at them and you pull out those details, it can really look like the person you're going to draw, whether that's you or someone else, okay? So right now I'm just going over this entire thing with ink. You can fix any details you don't particularly like. Right now the pencil is just a reference at this point, but once you go over it with ink, obviously you're done, okay? So let's speed this up and ink our pictures. Our drawing is all inked and I've erased the pencil. Let's use some magic and it's nice and colored. I hope you guys enjoyed following along with me while we drew Sabrina today. I had so much fun and I really can't wait to see what you guys come up with.